you're thinking, wow, Dakota, this is a different angle. Well, that's because there's this giant light right here. And I wanted you all to see how holy of a being I am. Oh my gosh! Wow, that was bright. Never mind. Canceled. I put you here, but it just looks like I'm in heaven. Yay! Alright everybody, so today's lesson is on sanitation and safety around food. And we had to read that really long chapter on all the different diseases you could get from food. And my first thought was, why do we even eat food? Because we're all just gonna die from it anyway. And I know what you're thinking, Dakota, this is a lesson on clean spaces and sanitation, then why do you look like you haven't showered in multiple days? Well, guess what? There are some rats that chewed through our plumbing, okay? So our showers don't work, so don't make fun of me. I'm kidding, I showered. I just slept in these braids and I refuse to take them out. Let's get started. We're making Korean beef today with some cabbage and vegetables. But I'm not gonna make that part because I'm leaving at 6 to go to the temple. I've always got something going on. So I'm making Korean beef for my family. Hopefully they'll save me some for like later, because that's what I hope. Anyway, that's what I'm making. Let's get started. So, funny thing, this recipe had me looking for a lot of different spices that I had never heard of. And you're gonna laugh because one of them was ginger, but I had to go looking through my cabinet full of spices and trying to figure out which one I really needed or wanted. I have all my ingredients right here. So even though this is Korean beef, we use ground turkey because we don't particularly like beef, so we just really like turkey. It's like we have turkey burgers too. We don't have hamburgers with beef, because we're cool like that. We're different, you know. I had to write everything down on a little piece of paper. Ugh. Anyway, so if you watched all the way to the end of the last video, I didn't, so I don't feel bad if you didn't either. But basically what we made was supposed to serve 8 people, and it served 4 of us, and we still wanted more, so I'm double batching this. I don't know how many it's supposed to serve, but I'm double batching it because even if there's leftovers, I can have it for lunch tomorrow at work. So that's why I'm double batching it. Well, I'm double batching it and quartering it because this one is a pound and a quarter, and that one's a pound, and I'm just, you know, we're gonna kind of wing it. It says to sugar, soy, sesame oil, flakes, and ginger. Okay, I'm only gonna do half a cup of that because it's kind of strong. Also, this is like not the sodium less thing one, so that's what we're doing. What is it? Crushed ground pepper. So my mom says only to do a half of what the recipe calls for because it's too spicy and we are not a spicy family. And then I'll taste it and then I'll be like, oh, it'll look a little more, maybe, I don't know. Ow. So I'm letting you know I just defrosted these 2 meats. I didn't just leave them out on the counter, just so you know. So here's a good thing about sanitation that we should talk about. My grandma sometimes does not like to clean things because she thinks, oh, I'm going to use the same thing in it. You know, that's not cross-contamination. But things, you know, kind of like in the things get in the book, like things get moldy and things get dirty, and you don't want that in your food, so we're going to clean this out. Guys, so sorry I had to turn it off for a while because turn it that way. I had to turn it off for a while because I didn't write everything completely right on my recipe. Plus, because I'm doing it with turkey, things are a little different. Like it says to drain the fat, but turkey doesn't have as much fat as beef, so I was confused. So I had to call my mom and be like, "Hey, is this how it usually looks?" And she was like, "Yep, that's how it looks." And I was a little worried because usually, I don't know if you can see it, it's usually darker than this. So I'm gonna let it kind of like soak a little more. But it still smells like really good, but I could just be smelling the soy sauce. So I made a lot. I realize now that it makes a lot. It's like overflowing. I should just kind of let it soak there for a minute and let me flatten it out. Then you just kind of like wrap it up like this. You kind of eat it like a taco, or you eat it like flat. I eat it flat because it's almost impossible to eat it like a taco. Anyway, it's delicious and it's good. I guess I'll review it now. There are like really loud fans right now because our plumbing's having some problems. So there's some really loud fans. But I tasted the beef and it tastes a little different than the way my mom made it. Like it tastes sweeter. Don't know why. But I don't think it's bad. Like I like it. I think think I like the way my mom makes it because, you know, mothers make everything with love. Usually these are smaller and not this big, but I went overboard for presentation. When I take it to work, I usually just eat it with rice and this, and I should eat it like mixed.
I would say 7.5 out of 10. Maybe 8.5, or maybe 8. The beef was drier than when Mom makes it, but it was different tasting, but I liked it. It was good.
I said it was different too.
Yeah, I thought it was delicious. I think it wasn't as saucy because you had a little more meat than you did.
Yeah.
And I had, anyway, it's hard to figure that out, but it was delicious. The flavor was perfect.
Dad?
And the rice was great.
No, the rice was weak.
Oh yeah, the rice had no salt.
Yes. I know.
So it's kind of boring.
The Korean beef gooped a little bit, coagulated. I don't know what the word is. It kind of grouped together in weird ways.
It wasn't
Flavor-
small enough? Like it wasn't choppy enough?
It was very flavorful, very good.
Okay.
Just the presentation and the texture was just a little bit off, unless that's what you intended. Then it was right on.
Don't know. It wasn't Mom's. That's what I was going for. So I guess that's not what I intended.
I thought it was delicious.
Thank you, Mom.